Hello and welcome to Requiem of the Void, a D&D adventure in space, or in a temple right now. But anyway, we're here again for episode 3 of Requiem of the Void, and I'm joined by my wonderful crew of Cherry with a C,
Hello.
Jerry with a G,
It's actually a J.
Andreas,
Hello with G.
Sammy,
Hello.
and Paul.
Hello, I'm Paul. With a B.
Today on Sesame Street, we learn how not to spell. So they're playing the crew of the Epyon. We have Cherry with a C is playing Tentai. This is sort of what I wanted you guys to do. Sammy is playing Marana. Andreas is playing Ivaran. Jerry is playing Ray. And Paul is playing Kren. They've got the new art, which is fresh for this session. A quick recap.
Okay.
A quick recap from last week. The party was given their first assignment as wayfinders, which was to go to a new planet that hasn't been explored yet. UA 779, I believe we called it. No, it was called.
Yes.
You arrived on planet, and here's a little bit of cleanup from last week, actually, because I'm going to have to get better at this. The planet is orbiting a binary yellow dwarf, which means it's the single sun. It's a yellow dwarf similar to our sun in our solar system. The planet you're on is the second planet in the system, the second away, should I say, from the sun, and it has no moons. That's why it's very flat and there's no real seas. It's very like tropical. Because if there was a moon, then it could cause tides and blah blah blah. Anyway, let's not go into science fiction. Wait, we are in science fiction. Let's not go into detail in science fiction because we'll get hung up on details. You spotted, as you did your quick descent to the planet, you landed after spotting a structure, which you are now inside. It seems to have been built by some unknown race a long time ago, but the main theme here seems to be water. On your way in, you've met some friendly wildlife, which almost killed you all. And after defeating them, you returned to the ship to lick your wounds, and then you came back in order to explore the temple, which you just descended down into the depths. The elevator of sorts has dropped you down into this chamber, which has been lit up by these 4 pillars that you can see. But that's pretty much where we left off. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to update you on from last session. Oh, actually, there is one thing. We have art for Jin.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys see that all right?
Yeah.
Oh, Sebastian.
Yes. If I'd seen this, I would have been like, oh, yeah, that's a lady.
So,
I wouldn't have called this.
yeah, the artist decided to give the lizard boobs. I didn't ask him to.
Lizard boobs.
Just
Well-
happens, doesn't it?
The lusty Argonian. But yeah, that is Jin in black and white. At the end of the session, I'm actually going to do a little bit of like lore. So if you encounter things, if they don't particularly make sense at the beginning, at the end, I might go into a little bit more detail. I will be saying something about Jin and the Dragonborn at the end of the session, but for now, it's not important. So yes, you're all in the watery temple. I almost said moist temple. Oh damn it, I said moist temple.
I hate it.
Probably not as much as Morana.
No, it's cursed.
I'd like to say I'm putting my hand over the screen because Tentai is staring into my soul.
So there is one thing.
Hello.
There is one thing I want to say. Actually, I didn't tell him to draw the eyes like that, but that is now canon. That is how all Hako look.
It's
See
terrifying.
your fears.
But yeah, if you guys would like to take it away, as I make noises with my chair.
So, which way we're going?
I don't know about you all, but I want to see if we can figure out how to get this elevator to go back up. What if we're stuck down here?
Oh, we can figure that out when we come back. But first, I think we should explore around a little. What we've been sent here for.
I am still trying to dry myself off. I am not enjoying this. Too much wet stuff.
I can come and blow you. Wait, no. I take everything I've just said back.
Context.
Well, you two have made friends, haven't you?
I am currently glaring at him.
Who's him?
Her, sorry.
I know y'all are eager to get down and explore the temple, but if we're rushing back, more of those lizard things chasing us, we're gonna know how to get the elevator back up. Do you want to be running around this room figuring it out while they're trying to bite us?
You mean
I suppose you got a point.
they're gonna be biting Ivern anyway? Does it really matter?
You're always gonna want an escape strategy, is what I'm saying.
Come on,
So
then.
I am going to do that. I'm going to try and find buttons to send the elevator back up or whatever. Some kind of mechanism that controls this.
I'm gonna help. I'll probably be exploring.
Okay. So
This
Kren
one.
and Tentai, can you both roll me investigation checks, please?
With a solid +0, yes I can.
I got a +3.
Not bad actually, 18.
I got a 16.
I'm gonna have to stop going. Kren starts investigating around, and you find what you appear to believe is some sort of control mechanism on one of the lights, the pillars that are generating light. Tentai, there is a number of drawings up on the wall, and they look very ancient, and they have various shapes of creatures and animals upon them, and they all seem to be going around. It's all like Aztec paintings on walls.
Oh,
The,
could you take a look at that?
I mean they're very blocky in appearance.
Right. Okay. Point them out. Just generally. Oh, have you seen all them? The drawings up there. Do you think they're related to the temple?
I think so, because they're kind of in it.
I was more meaning, do you think it's anything like what the temple represents? Or if it's just general temple art?
I think your guess is as good as mine, to be honest.
Alright everybody, I think I found what makes this thing tick. Over here on this brazier. The column with the lights.
You mean Brazier?
That's the one, thank you, Rhea.
Press it then, I guess.
Well, I'm just saying this is what we're probably going to use if we want to get out of here. But if you want to explore, let's go.
Let's go explore, then we can get out of the watery temple.
Yeah, just saying when we're ready and we want to run for our lives, hit this button.
I hope it manages to fit everyone on.
It got us down here. Should get us back up.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that button's quite far away.
We jump.
Okay.
Oh, I got a solution for that, and then I use Mage Hand to flick some water at Morana.
No.
Well, that'll be handy.
Just full of tricks, ain't you?
These power things are useful.
Alright, well, now we know at least how to get out of here. Let's see what this place has to offer.
So I'm
And I-
guessing the only way is
That way? This way, I
Yeah,
think,
there's
at the bottom?
that's literally the only way out of the room that you're in.
I will start heading towards the door.
Okay, I'm going to ask Morana this. How are you going to get across the water?
it's shorter across there, right? How far can I leap?
I will let you do an athletics check to see how you'll be able to. I think you'll be able to clear to the other side, but do me an athletics check, please. Okay, yeah, you make it to the other side without very gracefully.
I mean, if you would have failed that, Ray would just blow you. I heard.
Wait, what? We're not in a hot
Wait,
tub
what?
stream.
I'm just gonna proudly walk away knowing that I cleared that and didn't get wet.
I mean, what? This stream's.
You are a cat lady, you should be
Yeah.
able to jump fine.
Just thinking this stream's just sort of gone downhill, hasn't it? So, please move your counters as you see fit. There's a essentially, I don't think I need to describe this bit to you. There is a corridor with steps leading down and a channel of water.
Let's go then, guys.
You first.
This looks exciting.
Just keep your eyes out for anything looking a little untoward.
As you enter
Sorry.
this open area, there's these mechanical looking lamps on the wall that begin to glow the same light as the pillars up in the room before, illuminating the entire room. The channel ends and the water sort of like filters off into two little holes, but you see there is like a little stop gap, like a dam essentially here. There are 9 circular panels on the floor, which look like they can be rotated. There is a door over Nyar to your left, and then to your right there is another, well, it's like an archway more than anything else. There is a stone archway over here, but it seems to be bricked up.
Well, isn't this an interesting room? It looks like we need to get the water from here through the 2 archways.
No, so literally, well, maybe, but these 2 archways are not blocked. You can literally walk through them.
Oh, okay. So, how do you think we turn these then?
Using muscles.
That's me out.
I don't know. Push it, find out.
Can I investigate the lights to see if they interact in any way?
I will let you investigate them, but I'm going to tell you now that they are lights.
They're just lights.
They're just lights. They're illuminating the room for you.
Okay, fair enough then. I thought they might have done something special.
Try and turn one of the spinny discs.
Who's doing that?
Marana.
They move very easily. There's no effort really to moving them.
I find that fascinating and stand on one.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this is all a little beyond me.
Yeah.
I'm a soldier. I shoot stuff. Well, I used to. And, haven't really developed the old noggin all that much. I don't know about one of you guys.
Well, this looks like one of those puzzles and one of those games I used to play back in the day. What's it called? Bioshock?
Hmm.
So basically, we just had to on that. You had to make the water go in a certain direction and then unlock something.
So if we turn this one, you think water should flow through?
It would make sense.
Well, let's try it.
Do we even need to make the water flow anywhere? Should we not like just go walk through? See what's there.
Yeah, you do that, then, Morana.
Probably a good idea though. I'm like,
Hmm.
be good to see what the water actually goes.
I would like to peek my head out of this archway that I am stood at.
Could you let me know, do you have dark vision? Because the hallway does not illuminate.
Yes, I do have dark vision.
Cool. So you see from where you're standing that the channel goes and then dips down, and you can sort of see a wall with spikes on it. And then you can't really see it from where you are now. You can't see anything the other way.
Guys? I found where the water goes. It leads to spikes.
Well, I've never had a good experience with any one of those. So, one of you smart people, you say you played a game like this before when you were back at home.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm aware, you're the most experienced in this. You want to be captain? Show us what you got.
We just turn the thingies and make the water go that way.
Avaron goes up to Kren, leans in and says, "We're not gonna make her captain, are we?"
Oh God, no, but I don't want to be dealing with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I'm so quiet. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Well, hang on. Morana, are there spikes in motion?
Not currently.
Maybe if we put the water in, it's actually not going to help us. Maybe it'll activate the water? Activate the spikes and stuff?
Well, there is one way to find out. Who feels very quick? I take
Not
that.
me.
No one feels very quick.
No.
I nominate Morana. She can see in the dark and she's quick.
I was waiting for that.
I am the captain. You go forward.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Kren's the captain.
For now.
Hmm. I'm gonna
unless you got
go-
another way of testing your theory.
I'm gonna go to here and use light and see if. Oh wait, that's something else.
Maybe I should look. Do you want me to look down the other one and see if that one's not spiky?
No, I just reread it. I cast light, you touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension until the spell ends. So if I touch a brick, it should be alright, right?
Okay, but what does it do then? What's the rest of the spell? Okay, I will search for the spell myself then.
Sorry, I got into settings I didn't realise. You touch. So basically, until the spell ends, the object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay, so you're touching one of the stones right next to you, yeah?
Yeah.
So essentially, because of the way light works, light cuts off about here, but you can see down here there is another spiked wall.
There's another spiked wall here. I just wondered if they're sensitive to movement, or if it's the water that activates them.
You might be right. Messing with this stuff might not be in our best interest until we fully explored. Maybe the water turns all this stuff on.
Or we could just turn one of them with water. There is
Fine.
two.
I spin the one right in front of me.
Could you see how it's a T? Could you
That one.
Could you please draw on me where you'd like the T to be now?
Okay.
Do you know how to do that?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a little paintbrush thing. Oh no, I want you to draw me the T where you now want it.
Yeah, I didn't draw that.
Oh, thanks,
Got that,
Thanks,
Andreas.
Andreas. Thanks. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that.
Thank you. I was just looking for that as well. Sorry.
Change it to that way. So
Cool.
it's going straight down and then one to the right.
So it moves and it sort of like locks in. Anytime you rotate it 90 degrees, it locks in, and then you have to push it again.
Okay.
So you've turned it. It's now facing that way. Nothing happens.
I look at where the water is stopped. Is that's dammed up? It's completely cut off from where, like, these channels are.
So,
Is there like a little doorway that can open or something?
so essentially, how can I explain it? It's essentially like a sheet of metal, and literally as soon as you lift that sheet of metal up, it will no longer hold the water back.
Okay, cool. I will do that then as well. I'll lift that up.
Okay. So as you do, I'm going to draw now. So the water flows down. Ooh, damn keyboard in the way. Flows there and stops. But it also flows that way, and down, and there. And Morana, you hear a click.
That did something. I don't know what, but it did something.
Well, hang on. There must be some sort of loose rock or something we can throw in the way. If it's sensed by movement or pressure, the rock will activate them. So we'll know if it's activated it or not.
Or we could just push Ray in front of it.
As much as I'd like to, I think we need to keep our team alive.
Okay.
Is there a loose rock I can pick up and throw?
I would say there's a few pebbles about that you could probably pick up.
I throw a pebble.
Could you tell me which square you are aiming for, please? It
That one.
bounces on the floor. Doesn't do anything.
My end didn't do anything.
I will do the same on my end, and I will click to show you.
Thank you. pounces on the floor, doesn't do anything.
Don't sod it. I'm just gonna go walk out.
Okay. Start moving your counter, please. Yep. Are you happy?
I would like to pause there and maybe just have a little look again and see if I spot anything else.
Give me a second. I need to figure out what stat it was again. If you do me a perception check, please.
I have +4, but that's still 6.
You don't spot anything out untoward. It just looks like a corridor to you.
Okay. I'm gonna be cautious and sort of like half step so my weight's still on the back foot.
Okay, start moving your counter.
There.
You're fine there.
Okay. What about that?
You're fine there.
Okay. I'm not going to go right up to the spikes. But I will shout out, I'm alive!
That's good.
Andreas, you like drawing things, don't you?
No.
Alright, so maybe the water doesn't turn it on, or maybe you just haven't done anything to make the spikes angry.
Maybe someone should try the one we didn't put any water in.
Well,
I'm not sure.
if I got this right, and from what Rhea said before, these doors are already open, the one at the far end isn't. I'm going to try and make the water hit that instead of going through the sides. You guys do what you gotta do while I try and figure this out.
Okay.
Morana, I would recommend coming back here in case this door locks.
There are no doors.
There are no doors.
Archways then.
Can I have a look and see, like, whether the water that is going towards the spiky wall, is it flowing or is it just standing still, like, as is it getting drained on the other side?
It is flowing, so it is being drained somewhere. Over here, it is literally just stopped dead. It's not going anywhere else, but it is flowing somewhere here.
So I'm gonna say to us, like, oh, the water's flowing, so I feel like if we make it start flowing towards the spiky wall, it may go back to what it was doing previously. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know.
Well, as far as we know, it's not doing anything either way.
Well, we don't know that because we haven't tried the one that doesn't have water flowing to it.
I'm gonna go try it while Kren figures out the floor thingy.
Okay, if you like to move. Tentai, are you happy just standing there?
Before we do that, can we have, like, maybe Ivaran, like, just there so we can pull her out the way in case something bad does happen?
Yeah, sure.
I'll just step back to like the.
Okay,
I would like to do another look-see.
go for it.
Another perception.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, 23.
So you notice on the floor that there are two tiles that don't look quite the same as the others. So there's like a tile there and a tile there, and they're slightly raised up compared to the others, only by like a fraction. So out of character, do you see how close you were to stepping on the ones on the other side?
Yep, I was just thinking that. I've run those tiles. I get a bad feeling about those tiles. Let's not step on those.
Right on.
Because, I don't know. They look a bit loose. We could trip over. But they look a bit suspicious as well.
Can I also take a closer look, Simon?
If you so desire, if you want to do a perception check. Cool.
It's 22.
They're slightly raised up tiles like Morana saw.
Yeah.
Are you guys idiot? This is an obvious pressure plate trap. Have you guys not played any games before?
No!
No, there weren't any games where I grew up.
There wasn't any games where I grew up either, other than who can hit a rock at the closest nearby passenger.
That actually sounds quite fun.
Does sound quite fun.
10 points if you hit them in the face.
My
That
God.
sounds dangerous.
I'm stuck with barbarians.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going to try and turn another tile.
Which one would you like to turn? That one.
The one I just put a dot on it by mistake.
And would you like to draw where you would like it to face now, the T? Thank you.
Same thing, but I'm going to make it try and go straight. The water goes straight down towards this brick wall.
Okay, so the water stops flowing over here, but the water continues to flow all the way down. It does continue on to the other wall that you've already explored, and then to this one here. There is another click, and the stone wall, the bricks, begin to move apart and part, opening up another archway.
Hey guys, I did it!
Ooh.
Good job, buddy.
Nice one.
What do we have there then?
I want to see.
From where you are, literally all you can see is it's a chamber, but there is something right here on a pedestal. It seems to be some sort of armor.
Is it shiny?
Yes.
How heavy does it look?
I'm not even. I'm not going to Jerry. I'm not falling for that.
Why not? I have a actually valid reason.
Is it because of the Indiana Jones thing that Andreas just put in?
No. It's because I want to see if I could grab it with Mage Hand.
It's a piece of armor. You'll be able to pick it up with Mage Hand.
I don't know. Mage Hand can't actually carry that very much.
Oh,
It's
well,
like 4.5 kilos Mage Hand can carry.
it's 4.6 kilos then, just to be annoying. I don't know actually. That Mage Hand's 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
30 feet and 5 pounds it can carry, I think.
£10.
They are a pair of gauntlets.
I am no longer interested. I have claws.
Yeah, to be honest, if you put these on, your claws would not be able to go out unless you cut the tips of them off.
One of you can go and have a look for them if you want. I don't care.
I don't know. It looks like an obvious trap to me.
Stick your head round the corner and have a look.
Well, you're the one who's been doing that, why don't you?
Yeah, so why don't you have a go?
Because...
Aurora steps up, tries to look around the corner.
Because he's doing it.
Do you have dark vision?
Yep, 60 feet.
Okay, so there are spiked walls at either end.
Okay, so from what I can see, there are spike walls to the right and to the left.
And then clowns
This
in the middle.
surely looks like a trap. With a G.
Do those gauntlets look like they're resting on anything like a pressure plate? Oh, that sort.
I don't know, you'll have to do a check for that, won't you?
Yeah.
I can't see Anything?
Yep, it's a table to you.
Table.
Anyway, 19.
It seems to be resting on something that is raised up over the rest of the tape, like the pedestal that it's on.
Why don't you try that magic hand thingy you were talking about? May as well give it a go.
Can I? Ooh, I don't know actually. I can try and lift it with a mage hand.
Well, let me ask you this: can the mage hand be killed? Will you never be able to catch it again?
No, I can use it as many times as I want.
And we've got nothing to lose.
I guess you're right. So I'll try and lift it with mage hand. Or lift one of the gauntlets, because I definitely can't carry both of them.
You lift it up and nothing happens.
Can I bring it over?
No, it's mage hand. So you can do what you want with mage hand, can't you?
Absolutely. So yeah, I'll grab and bring it over.
The metallic gauntlets, they seem to be like of a quite old-fashioned style to you guys, medieval gauntlets. But they have a quite fine material on the inside, and then a number of runes that none of you recognise over the surface of them.
I guess I'll just put that one on the floor and then send out mage hand again to go grab the other one.
Again, nothing happens.
I walk over and I grab the gauntlet, and now this is a question: do we try and keep these and hand them over back to the Wayfinders when we get back, or is this like a finders keepers kind of situation?
I would say finders keepers. You never know; they might have some good benefits to them.
I mean, we don't have to tell them we found them.
Or of course, they could be cursed.
Well, maybe you should lead with that next time. Not drop it on the ground.
Oh,
Well, if you didn't feel anything by holding them, I'm sure you're all right.
Put it on and find out.
I don't know if I'm allowed to wear gauntlets or not. Like, as a monk, does it count as armor or?
They are considered armor gauntlets.
Ah, yeah, not for me. Sorry, I don't want anything weighing these babies down.
Are they small gauntlets?
They're made for human-sized hands, so essentially Marana, Ivaran and Ray would be alright to wear them. Tentai, they would require a little bit of modification for you to wear. Sorry, Kren would be alright wearing them as well, but obviously his class doesn't really allow him to.
No. Like, monks hate clothes.
Is everybody else naked in here, or is it just me? Hot tub stream!
Well, in other news, I think I figured out how to solve this if we wanted the water to go everywhere.
I'm still not sure if that's what we want. I mean, the other doors are already open. We don't need to open them.
True.
I have an idea. If no one cares about these gauntlets,
Sell
Well-
them.
I was just gonna go throw them on those plate thingies and see if anything happens.
Well, I mean, I know I said about finders keepers, but if no one's going to use them, we could at least use them to earn a bit more money when we head back to the station.
That is true. They did say if we...
Don't need to be throwing things around willy-nilly into traps and spikes and whatnot.
to be fair, you don't actually know what the gauntlets do either, so...
Let me document them at least.
I think someone could put them on, but not me, because I can't.
Why does your class not allow armor either?
Depends on how heavy the armor is.
It says armor gauntlets. It doesn't say anything beyond that. You keep talking, I will try and find out.
I'm curious as to what would happen if I shoot one of those, like, floor whatever you call them,
Pressure
the
point.
floor panels. Yeah, them things. What happens if I shoot one of them?
Well, that saves the gauntlets. Try it if you want.
Didn't you guys already like throw rocks at them and stuff? And that didn't do anything.
But I don't know
Am
if
I-
you actually hit them.
Oh, I see.
And the rock might have been a bit too light for it as well.
They are light
So-
armor.
I'm gonna put it on.
Just the one.
Just the one.
You don't feel any different. Oh,
Nah,
well,
it's
you feel
broken.
slightly heavier on the other on one side.
Ah, I know what these are. These are friendship gauntlets. I can put the other one on.
I don't recognize these symbols, so that's gonna be a no for me, right? Feel free to put on the other one.
But I'm already wearing one. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just shout, like, peek my head out from the archway and be like, you look cooler with two.
I don't look cool anyway.
Exactly. You'd look cooler with two.
I don't want to be cool.
Anything above 0 is a positive.
Simon, I would like to shoot one of these X'd off floor panels.
You want to shoot it.
Yeah, see if anything happens.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna, just for hilarity's sake, roll to hit it. I know you stood right next to it, point blanking it, but roll to hit it.
Oh no, she's gonna shoot herself in the foot.
7.
Sorry, how much was that? 7?
Yeah.
You hit the panel next to it.
Does that do anything?
No.
Was that the panel you meant to hit?
Yep, definitely.
Hmm. Well, looks like it's safe.
I'm gonna put the other gauntlet on.
That's good. I don't know if it requires a check or not, but can Kren basically figure out wherever the water's going, it's activating wherever it goes?
Alright,
Is Kren smart enough to at least have figured that out?
give me a second.
Okay.
Ray, you put the other glove on. You still don't feel anything apart from you've evened yourself out. Kren, roll me a investigation check.
It's coming. 19.
So literally, you've deduced that the water is activating things in here, as in it activated this door. There was a click, and I assume Orana would have told you, in the other corridor. But all this, how can I put it, skirting around, you can't really deduce much more until somebody takes a leap of faith, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, depending on the result of this, Kren is literally just going to walk out and up the corridor where them two are and walk past the place. He's going to assume wherever the water's going, it's powering where it goes, and there's no water going here, so he thinks it's fine.
So
And he's just going to walk over the plates.
walk over the place, not like try and like jump over them, just straight walk over them.
Yeah, just walking straight over.
Back up.
It's fine, I think.
And just like that, you hear the wall shoot. Like, there is a click that is different to the sound that you heard in the other corridor, and the entire wall just shoots up.
Nice.
Give me a second while I
Oh no.
You know, I love it when I'm right.
literally it hits and then starts retracting back down, but by this point it has literally hit Kren.
So it was the opposite of what Kren thought.
Yeah, so the water flowing turned the traps off, turned the wall off anyway, and you've walked down the corridor where you haven't sent the water, so the trap's still active.
Nice, I like it.
So D10 damage. Kren, take 6 damage.
Ow!
And you know what? I'm not entirely sure if there's anybody in. I think Tiny's in chat. Tiny. Oh, Tyne, sorry. I think Kren getting hit by a wall would send him flying, don't you?
Oh god.
Maybe.
Let's say it,
Be nice time.
it hits and it sends you 4 spaces.
Oh, that's quite a way.
So 1, 2, 3.
That's a good 20 feet.
4. You're on the floor currently going ow, and then you hear another click.
The traps are armed, guys! The traps are armed!
Whilst this is happening, I'm gonna run over here and attempt to solve these two.
Give me a second because we need to sort out the damage to Kren again.
I am literally shouting, I told you this would happen!
So I'm going to say you take D6 damage falling in that pit.
Okie dokie.
5 points damage. Okay,
Ow!
Tentai, you're going to try and...
Yep, I'm gonna turn this one like that.
As Tentai comes rushing over, Aaron just yells, "What do you need to do? What do we need to do?"
Turn these so they end up connecting and form like an S shape, so the water turns off the traps.
Okay. Aaron turns the bottom one 90 degrees counterclockwise.
If you look I've run, Tentai's already done it. She's drawn on the map.
I know. I'm just saying
Okay.
what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm guessing Tentai can actually turn them by herself.
They're easy to move, they're not difficult to move. Okay, so you turn them like that.
Yeah, 'cause if
guys.
I'm right, that's how the water goes.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, you missed one.
Yeah, Ray, do you want to tell him?
Shall I draw it for them?
Yeah.
It helps if I actually use the draw tool and not the select tool. There we go. Wait, can you guys see that?
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, right then.
Uh-huh.
Because it's come up a weird colour for me.
Grey?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try and delete that off for you. Yes, so now, because Ray has done that, the water is flowing down, going to the left and going to the right, and because you've changed it, it's now going. There is now a click over here, but the wall here seals back up.
Crane,
I think I fixed it.
you alive?
I'm breathing. Mostly.
I'll rush over to Kren.
Oh, hi, guys.
He's currently like
Hi.
he's in a 10-foot pit currently.
What's your
I can
step? It's a doozy.
I'm gonna need somebody tall to help pull him out.
Aaron runs over and jumps over the pressure plates that he saw earlier, or
Yep.
slightly elevated tiles.
Yep.
God damn it, Kryn. What are you doing down here?
I do love that if you'd gone the other way, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy with it. It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah, no, it's worked. It's been entertaining. Ray just steps over. Do you know what the other thing as well?
Right.
You could have just literally just stepped over the plate.
Yeah, I know. He thought it was disarmed.
So,
You know, if you listen to me, this wouldn't happen.
just so you know as well, so he's fallen in a pit, but the tiles here are still up, but you can see underneath that it pretty much all goes into a pit.
So how do we get him out?
Oh,
Without-
don't you even worry. I can handle this. I'm quite the acrobat.
At least give me your hand so I can cure you a little bit.
I'll high five you on the way up.
Do a flip.
And he's gonna run and try and run up the wall like wuxia style, and then grab the top of the ledge.
Athletics check for me, please.
20.
Oh yeah, you do it with grace and style. I will let you narrate it as you see fit.
So he wipes some of the blood off of himself and spits out, and then stand back. And he runs, places one foot on the wall, and just runs up it like it's pretty much the ground. High fives Tentai on the way up, and then lands gracefully on his feet on the ledge.
Once he high fives me, I use cure wounds.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I've got 1 hit point.
And I heal for 8.
Oh, much better. Great teamwork. Wonderful job, everybody. Let's not talk about it any further.
Wait, what teamwork?
You know, I opened the door at the back. You guys fixed all the traps up. I got healed by Tentai. It's all great.
Sure. Okay. Right, what are we doing next?
All right, nice gloves. You're warm.
Oh yeah, I'm still wearing these. I'm gonna take them off. They're boring. They don't do anything.
Have you tried scanning them?
Have you tried scanning them?
I'm not the one who's wearing them.
He's been in a pit. Full
I
of
just
shot.
nearly died.
Who's got the data going once again?
I think Marana, Tentai, and me.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one.
Does Tentai have them?
No. it was-
Just seeing if I got any notes. I'm not too sure if I did.
Jerry?
So I think it's only it's you and me. Then Jared doesn't have it.
Well, no, Morana definitely has
Oh.
some. Paul definitely has one. I'm asking who has the
Yeah.
other one.
I have the
'Cause
other one.
oh, there you go.
Goddamn, Andreas.
What?
So yeah, you could scan them because you have a scan function.
But I'm wearing gauntlets. Someone else scanned them. I'm wearing them.
Marana doesn't actually know how to use her data gauntlet, she just thinks it's pretty.
All right,
Would
Marana,
I-
just take careful note of what I do, and then I show her how to do a scan on her gauntlet while I do it to the gloves.
As she stood around the corner. All right.
Yeah, move so I can see.
So literally, they'll give you a brief overview of what the gauntlets are, but they will not tell you like the in-depth things. Essentially, these things are ancient. They require attunement. to activate.
And see, there's the problem, Rhea. You gotta wait. Patience. Well, you'll find out what to do eventually. It just needs to get cozy with you.
I guess.
So quite literally, the reason they're not doing anything is because they haven't attuned to you. But then again, you don't know what they are. So attuning to them probably isn't a good idea until you... Well, I don't think you would be able to attune to them until you do actually know what they are.
Well, perhaps we could keep them, but just ask around back at the space station or whatever.
They'll
sure
have
that
some
one-
smart types over there.
The one in the wheelchair looks like she has a few answers, even though she doesn't need to be in a wheelchair.
This is turning
Right.
into capable, the anti-handy-capable stream.
No, it's just like-
I'm joking. I'm joking.
like you don't need it.
So, what would you like to do now, or ladies and gentlemen?
How about we get back into that main room? It looks like this way's a bit out of bounds.
Well, still a little bit of space you can squeeze by on the left there.
I mean, I doubt the other way is any better.
How do we get past, like, that bit?
Hmm. Can I check for anything else unusual to see if it's like a button to cover the traps?
I think they're already covered. That's
So-
just showing like what's underneath the ground.
Yeah. Essentially, it's like a pit with a few spikes in the bottom. I think they're actually meant to be like logs that come out the wall, but I'm using them as a pit currently. So the X's are the panels that haven't been triggered. Kren has fallen through the vacant spot into the pit below, but the tiles are still here for the other ones.
Can I take a nosy to see if there's like some way of turning it off?
Well, you
Or to see whether the water's turned it off?
Tentai is doing that as well. So Morana and Tentai, both of you, do me an investigation check, please. I think it's an investigation. Eh? I'm trying to answer some airtime in chat at the same time.
I rolled 5.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, so if you give me a second, I'll just make sure that was. We'll still take those rolls, but so it's a 10 to you've already spotted them, but trying to disarm. So it's perception, but it's still wisdom.
Nah, my perception's +4.
Oh.
So,
But you'd still get an 8 though.
yeah, I only got 5 on investigation.
You still want the rolled high. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So you know it's there because you've already figured out it is actually an investigation to check to see what you can do to turn it off. So it is still active, this trap. The water has not turned it off.
I was literally just to be like, it's fine, we fixed it, and walked out. No,
I literally wanted you to step onto one of them and just fall back into the pit again.
I was just about to.
There is a mechanism in the pit, like on the wall. Tentai, if you squat down, you can reach it from where you are, and there is a handle in it.
I try and pull that handle.
There is a click.
Right. I think that should have disarmed this trap. So it means we could get on by without getting hurt again.
This place seems a little more complicated than I thought.
But hey, no water.
Same here. Yeah.
If you
Looks
drive
awfully.
over just straight ahead, I'll hold on to you, so if it breaks, you won't fall down, okay?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yay, thank you. I was about to say, it looks awfully long way down.
Thinking that as well. So if I hold on to your arm and you step out onto the tile next to where Kren fell down, we'll see what happens. And if you fall, I will grab you.
Okay. You ready?
There you go.
I step on, holding Avrion's hand.
The tile holds your weight.
Seems to hold me.
And then
how
Ivran
about-
picks you up like a basketball and throws you in the pit.
Slam dunk!
Oh no.
Yeah, let's not have a talk about double-handed throwing people.
So let's see if it can hold my weight then.
I'm guessing Tentai's going to move off. And
Yep.
Okay.
Kren, would you mind holding me? Hold on to my arm here.
Oh,
And I'll
yeah,
try
sure.
and see what
No.
happens.
What's that song that plays in Titanic when Leonardo's holding Kate Winslet at the front of the ship?
My heart
My
will go
heart
on.
will go
There
on.
we go.
Think,
There we
yes,
go.
Celine
I think it
Dion.
was
Celine Dion.
Slayer, Rain of Blood, I think it was.
No, that's the driving song. That's
Okay, yeah.
that's what you should be playing as you're driving in the Epyon.
Yes.
Also, Tentai, did you just move past the back then and not go any more forward?
No, actually, yes, I did. Just in case it does break, I don't want to be in
Okay.
the pit.
Because we need to check to see if I can stand on this tile, and then we can check to see if Tentai can stand on the next one.
Okay. Let's begin this conga line.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's go.
So wait,
Let's do it.
am I in front of you or behind you?
You just said that you stepped back, so you're back behind them
Okay.
all.
Okay.
While you are doing that, I'm going to start making a meme. Enjoy.
Here we go then. Are you ready, Karen?
I've got you. Be careful.
Does it hold me?
Yes.
Let's check the
So-
next one as well.
Can we go now?
I
Well,
You
let's
scoot,
calm down.
I scoot past and balance.
I'm assuming that one holds me as well.
It does, yep.
Karen, come on. Let's see
I'm
what
coming.
happens.
I'm coming. Don't you worry. I had a bad experience in here. I'm just saying.
It's Trill's bad day all over again.
Every character is going to have one terrible day.
All right. It works fine.
Oh no, damn it. Yeah, carry on. Sorry. I'm messing up making the meme.
Oh no.
Literally, all the tiles hold you as you go across.
Nice.
Great.
Yay.
All right. Looks clear from here. Let's go.
Calm yourself.
Please,
Can I
from
can
now-
I see if anyone else, if any of the tiles ahead of us is crooked or elevator or anything?
Investigation, please. Oh no, sorry, not investigation. Give me a second.
Perception.
Yeah, perception.
That's a 14.
What's the pitfall? So directly in front of Kren, where he's about to put his foot, there is another tile that looks discoloured compared to the others.
See here, Kren. That one does not look the same as this one.
I hate this place.
And then I step forward.
What about you stepping forward too? Sorry.
Okay, so
Oh
follow
yeah, no,
my
you're
path here.
fine. You're fine there.
Do I see anything here as well?
Well, perception check, please.
That's a 16.
Directly in front of you, there is another tile that does not look right.
Okay. So if I look further up, as I saw the one to my bottom right was miscolored and the one in front of me is miscolored, can I see any of the other tiles?
Perception check.
That's a 20.
Yep, you see the other one as well.
Okay, so
And there,
follow my path.
and there you go. Enjoy that meme.
Follow the leader, leader, leader.
And then I come over here. Can I see anything here?
Perception check.
23.
You and your goddamn... Yeah, there's another one
keeps
directly in
going
front
up.
of you. It's unfair that you can literally see them on the map.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm just like, and I move forward.
Yeah, Andrea's breaking the game.
Wow, really?
Can we actually see those razor discs, or are they hidden?
They are
currently?
hidden.
They are hidden.
They are hidden currently.
They are hidden.
Okay.
But of course, you know they're there.
Yeah, but you know.
So, if I warn, then can't see anything here, so he's just gonna step forward once.
Yeah, you're fine there.
I am very impatient. I
Oh
am
my
following
God.
you like a lost puppy.
As this is
into,
a
into the wall.
yeah, as this is a just empty corridor, and we've seen everything else. Ivaron isn't really satisfied. This is just a regular old corridor. Turns around to Morana and says, "Something doesn't feel right here."
It's an empty corridor. You saw. I can't see anything else. I don't like it.
Fine, I'll take a look. I would like to do a perception check, please.
Go ahead.
+4, so 16.
So, Ivaron's blocking your line of sight a little bit, but there are 2 pressure plates here.
So, go straight. Like, don't step to the side because they look a bit dodgy. We should be fine going straight.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
You alright there? There's a click underneath your foot.
Can I use? Yeah, I might not be able to react that fast.
Nope. Take 5 points of damage as a saw blade comes out, but I'm going to say you react enough to like pull yourself away, so you're just not cut in half. But you do take 5 points of damage. So I'm just going to move your counter for you. So you move to there to stop the blade cutting you in half.
Yeah, we weren't fine, Morana.
I mean, you were for a little bit.
I told you this place is tricky.
Ivaron slumps down.
Oh no, I don't think I got anything for this now.
He's not dead, don't worry about it.
Shake it off, dude. Quinn got tossed back by some spikes and thrown in a pit. I'm sure you can survive one little razor spike.
I was sent 20 feet through the air into a 10-foot pit.
That was kind of your own fault, though.
Would I be
I
able
wasn't
to
blaming
see?
anybody.
Would I be able to see if I'm small enough to fit under the spike?
Under the spikes? Do you mean the saw blade?
Yeah.
So the saw blades are coming out about 3 foot off the ground.
I'm 4 foot, so if I duck or crawl,
Army crawl.
I want to point out that the ones to your immediate left these ones here haven't been activated.
No, but I know there's a one ahead of us.
Yeah.
If we... Well, they only seem to come out so high. If we just crawl underneath, if we do hit another trigger point, we should be able to miss them.
Yeah, but what if the next one aims for the legs?
Ivaran, do me a perception check while you're like slumped on the floor.
That's a 12.
So, from where you are on the floor, you can see that there's another... Alright, they're squares now. There's 2 pressure points right there. There isn't one Yar.
I pointed out to the group as well. These ones doesn't look safe. Maybe try stepping over here instead.
Okay. I'm just gonna like tiptoe round the blade and not step on Ivorin.
Just stand over Ivaran and go, and then walk off. Yeah, you're fine there.
Come on, guys.
Ivorin, can you move?
Just step on him.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Would I be able to help him in any way? Like,
Well, do you have
hold him up a little?
Maybe not in this circumstance because you're trying to tiptoe past these.
Lead the way, Morana.
As you get to the corridor here, you hear more running water, and these 2 braziers, like light fittings, light up, showing a corridor down further into the temple.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Well, we know where the water is. It's usually pretty safe. Because there's no water running all the way up that corridor, and that was dangerous.
I'm not gonna lie, the corridor looked perfectly safe to me until you guys pointed all that funky stuff out, so I don't have the best eyes.
There's a reason I'm at the back.
I think we're safe here.
Those of you who could find all those pressure plates and stuff, you go up ahead. Lead the way.
Yeah, I'm not leading the way anymore. You guys do it.
I'll go. Can I peer down the stairs before I decide to go down the stairs, please?
Could everybody do me a favour, please? Because I need to move you. I need to move you to the next map. Could you all move your tokens like pretty much behind Morana, please? You, Ivaran and Kren, you didn't need to move. I just needed everybody else to be where you guys were. And now Kren and Tentai are on top of each other. Which save that for the ship when nobody's looking. Thank you.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh, that's going to be a ship now.
Is it going to be a what now?
A ship, like when you pair 2 anime characters together, it's called a ship.
Okay, that's not confusing at all, knowing that we're flying around in a ship.
Shipception.
You can see your character tokens, can't you?
Yeah.
That's why I'm now on the map.
Yeah, well, no, it's alright, you can stay where you were. No, you just to show where you are. You are currently on the upper level. I just wanted to move it down so you could literally see this map.
Okay, cool.
So,
So how much can I see?
from where you are, you can see down and it opens up, but there is a pillar blocking away. There is still the sounds of running water and dripping.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way down the stairs and then stop at the bottom of the stairs.
Right, if you
Hey, Ivan. I can have a look at them wounds for you, if you wanted.
Yes, please.
I cast healing light.
out of interest, can you guys see anything appearing on the map currently?
No.
Good. That's exactly what I want. Yep, so you carry on doing that. And I will
Alright.
explain what you guys can see in a second.
I'm gonna quickly pee while you heal him.
You guys don't need to keep announcing that.
Right, I've accidentally rolled 2. Do you want me to take the first one or the second one?
First one, please.
Second one,
Okay.
Enjoy your 2 hit points, buddy.
Yeah, I unfortunately heal for 2.
Worries. Thank you.
Okay, so that should be all alright.
Well, since I've rolled the second one, do you want to heal for the 6 as well?
I'm good with that, to be honest. I got
You good
7
with
out of... I've got 7 out of 11 now, so...
Okay, so you're alright.
7, 11.
So as you enter down there, it opens up, as I said, and the channels split off into more, and in the distance you can see a pool of sorts, and there seems to be a bridge that's slightly underneath the surface leading across to a massive altar. It's shaped into a beast of sorts, which I will...
Do I recognize?
If you give me a second, please. I just need to get rid of the drawings that we all did on the monster. Which I can't! Great. Who's typing in chat?
Can you get rid of them if you go on the other screen?
I'm doing it now. But who's typing in chat? Because I can't. Alright.
Ivan was just saying quick BRB.
I need to turn off the noise that it makes when you guys type in there. I've completely forgot what I was saying now. You're at open room, channels, water. From where you are, you can't see anymore. The room itself lights up as there's fittings in the ceilings similar to the ones that you've seen on the walls. And then there's these weird hand things that were like the entrance of the temple grounds.
I'm going to skirt around that little pool of water, so I'm stood not near water.
Cool. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
I will follow up behind and see if the symbol on the floor looks like it does anything. Like, does it look like raised, or can it be depressed, or something like that?
It is a stone tablet that has been carved and placed into the floor. It is separate to the tiles, but from your standing point, it doesn't do anything. It's just decoration.
Cool.
Tentai, what would you like to do?
I'm just coming in and I look into the well, see if I can see anything.
Into the well? What well? That's a pillar.
Sorry, I must have misheard somewhere. I'll just investigating to see if I can tell where the water's coming from or to.
Essentially what's happening is the water's coming down from the previous level, down the stairs, into this pool here. It's then flowing into the pillar, and then out of these stone effigies at the base into the channels.
This is an interesting contraption.
The heads on the floor, the effigies that the water's flowing out of, are similar to the lizards that you fought outside, but slightly different. Like they've got, it's abstract representation of them. Ivran, what would you like to do?
Ivern is just gonna hang back and observe everything that people are doing. He's afraid of saw blades now.
Ray, you were only inspecting these ones, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Kren, if you are back, what would you like to do?
I am back. I would like to, because see these claw things in the corner, the hands, because they were similar to what we saw outside. I'm going to give them a going over, see if they move or get lit or just anything about them. Just give them a good investigation.
I will, yeah, do me an investigation roll, please.
It's coming. There we go. It's a 12.
To your initial investigation, they are literally garish carvings. There's statues that have been made and placed in the corners. They don't particularly serve any special function.
Okie doke.
But you never know, they might be worth something if you can hoy them back to the ship.
Are they heavy? Like, can I
are,
try and move them?
They are made of stone. They are very large. They are very heavy.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go back to Morana. What would you like to do now?
I would like to skirt a little closer and have a look at that massive statue that seems to be across the water, but I am not getting too close because water.
Well, please move your counter as close as you are willing to do. I'm going to say you can literally just, these channels you can just step over.
This is still as close as I am currently comfortable.
The entire room is illuminated, so you can literally see the shimmering of the water and the bridge underneath the water because it is crystal clear. The statue on the other side, again, is of one of those lizards that you saw outside. This one, again, is abstract, but it's also very grandiose. There's extra features on it. For example, there are this mane of hair which you didn't see on any of the ones outside. These long whiskers. Its mouth is open.
I guess the statue looks kind of familiar.
So do these heads here. I hope them lizards weren't decreed as gods or something.
Pretty naff gods, if you ask me.
They still managed to give us a spook, though.
I think you'll find that they are happily dancing on your corpses.
Speak for yourselves.
Crew disembarks. Banjo noises play. Can't believe nobody liked that meme. I was proud of it. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Ivoran, what would you like to do now?
Since I've seen Kren go over that to the hand thingy, I will go over to this one as well. See if it does.
It is exactly the same as the one that Kren has inspected. It is just a carving. A carved statue of a hand.
Gonna skip over this little... That one?
Tentai, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna have a look at one of the circular, I want to call it a placemat, circular decorations.
It's a stone plate on the floor.
I'll have a look at the stone plate and just see if it's anything interesting or...
Roll me a perception check, please. Oh, you're actually standing there, are you?
19. Yeah?
You put your foot onto the disc, and it moves into the ground and clicks, but nothing happens.
I might have accidentally done something.
Did anything happen?
It clicked.
You know what?
Does anything happen? A plate. It's a
I'm gonna
spicy meatball. Sorry.
I'm gonna do something crazy, and you might not like it, but I'm gonna stand on the other one, and I do.
It clicks again, but nothing happens.
Can I look at the square ones and see if they look like they'll do the same thing?
I'll let you move over to it. I'm just gonna say it is very similar. If you step onto it, it will move into the ground.
Maybe we need to stand on all four and something magical will happen.
Wanna try it?
It's worth a shot.
Sure, I'll may as well go to the round one you've just stepped off of.
Who's going on the other square then?
You're closer.
Yeah, Ivar will step up.
So in turn, as you step onto them, they all click. And as you do, there is a low rumble, and the entire room shakes for a few seconds. The statue rears up. Its head rises up to the ceiling and literally touches it. Its belly opens up and shows the way into a chamber behind it.
Oh, well, that was a lucky accident.
Very fancy.
Is it gonna shut if we step off of these? Like-
Ivar, step off.
The dragon stays where it is.
I guess
I
not.
keep saying dragon. The statue stays where it is. It's not a dragon.
Darken.
I guess we should take a little look.
But it's all water.
How deep is it?
Just stay on the bridge and it'll be fine.
The bridge is literally covered by a centimetre of water, enough to cover it. The water itself, you can't see the bottom, it's too murky.
Do you want to stay here then, Orana, and we'll come back?
By myself? No, I'm alright, thanks.
It's a lot of water.
I can run.
Fair enough. Let's go.
I'm now vigorously shaking my feet as they are now wet.
So, inside again, it is lit up. The chamber itself has a number of pots. They look like ceremonial pots of some sort. There are 2 metal effigies in the shape of sentinels of sorts, but ignore the trident. On the altar, levitating freely, is a prism.
Ooh.
And it is sort of like rotating ever so slowly. It is purple with like a gold lining around it.
Pretty.
Yes, it looks. Can I tell if there's like any magic in it or anything?
So welcome to sci-fi. No, there is no magic.
Oh.
I will let you do a perception check.
Is there any space dust on it?
It's space. It's everywhere. You
9.
you cannot tell what's keeping it afloat. You can't. Literally, it is a altar with a magical floating rock.
I go to grab the rock.
Wait.
How to decide how you do this? Because I'm trying to figure out if Tentai will literally reach, and if Kren's saying wait will stop her. But I'll let you decide, Tentai. Are you going to listen, or are you just going to grab it?
I would say that I went quite quickly for it, so it might be a smidge too late.
Okay.
Okay.
So literally you grab it, and then he's like, what did you say? There is
Yeah.
like a little bit of a spotlight on it, but as soon as you take it away, the spotlight disappears. Nothing else happens.
I guess it's mine now.
Alright, I guess it wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
I'm gonna walk up and like, let me scan it. I'll scan it.
I'll hold it
Well,
out to be scanned.
While they're looking at the prism, everyone will look at these urns here.
Okay, well, I'll come back to you in a second, Ivran. You scan it, and the gauntlet comes up inconclusive.
Ooh.
The urns, they're filled with ashes.
You just gonna put the lid back on and try these ones instead.
They are all filled with ashes.
Yeah, nothing here. Step back up.
Well, this will be interesting to take back. Maybe we can do more investigations later and see what it does.
If that scan's not coming up with anything, we've got no other choice, really. Doesn't look familiar to me.
I want to know what was making it do the floaty thing.
Maybe there's something fancy about the altar it was on. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like shooting air up or something.
That sounds a bit high tech for a place like this, but maybe.
These sentinel things on the side, are they just statues? Is there anything going on about those?
They are literally just
These
statues.
boys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're decorations, essentially. Most likely to, how can I put it, dissuade grave robbers, but you paid them no mind and just grabbed it.
Well, if the urns are just filled with dust and there's just that rock, are we done here?
We can go down that other corridor, see if it leads off anywhere.
Why not? May as well be thorough.
So if you want to start moving your tokens back towards the way back up, if that's where you're going.
I forgot about the ashes.
Oh no.
Oh, that's why you're moving back, is it? You haven't paid attention to what's on the other side?
Oh, I'm going back for the ashes. There are precious ashes here. Space dust, so to speak.
Okay. As you enter back into the main corridor, you are greeted by a collection of very unsavoury looking individuals. Terrans, there's a couple of Kato, there's a couple of goblinoid looking creatures as well. And at the back there is a very large rotundra individual who pushes himself to the front, tapping a laser pistol against his hip. Ugh. We'll take that you got in your hand, thank you very much.
No.
This individual, if you Why is it not letting me select him? Have I moved them to the wrong map? To the wrong layer? Can you see them?
Yeah, we can see them, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, ignore that.
Earthquake.
Alright, there we go. So I'm just going to make him a bit larger, so you guys can see him. This creature who's larger than the rest of them and is very, like, rounded. He's got red, scaly skin and long, gangrenous arms. He's essentially a troll. If you can't see it, he's literally wearing the Mr. T bling. And they are...
Oh yeah, I can see his necklace.
that is meant to be tusks, but for whatever reason, they look more like mustaches.
Mustachio.
But yeah, he's pushed himself to the front, passed through all the rest of them. They all have their guns aimed at you, apart from him, who's just tapping his gun against his hip. You saved us a lot of work doing it the way you have, but as I said, kindly hand it over.
Can we make a deal?
Yes, the deal is, you give me the crystal, the prism, and we will be on our way, and things don't have to get nasty.
Why do you want the prism so badly?
That's for me to know. It's no use to you, but your lives are, aren't they?
Come on, tell me. Can I, like, try and... No, I don't have charm. But can I try and persuade him to tell us by being cute?
Roll me a persuasion check. And I assume it would be like an opposed persuasion check, wouldn't it? I think you'll be able to beat that. Yeah.
I got a 13.
Look, I don't really know what it does, but my boss wants it, so hand it over.
Who's your boss?
No. Talk is cheap.
Please?
Look, hand it over now. I'm not having any more of this. He's going to try and intimidate you. So roll me... Is it an opposed... It's opposed intimidation, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Jerry...
I do have a...
Sorry, can you just let me... Jerry, confirm for me, please, because you're the rules lawyer.
I don't know, really, because you don't really try and intimidate character players.
Well, what
It's
do you do when you
usually-
try and intimidate NPC?
It's usually just a skill check, so you set the difficulty.
Okay, you know what? We'll do oppose then. So, roll me a intimidation check, and I'll roll an intimidation check, and whoever wins. If you win, you resist. If I win, you don't.
Since I got brave, and that says you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened, is that the same, or...?
No, I'm intimidating you, not frightening you.
Okay, so I'll roll an intimidation.
Yes, please.
Oh, 23.
Oh.
Holy
I got a
bajoli.
natural 20 there.
23. So, equal. Damn it. You just sort of stare at each other for a few seconds, but neither of you give.
Please.
Alright, can somebody else say something? Because I think Tentai's had enough of it. Because it'll just be going around in circles, I think, if we carry on like that.
How do you guys even figure out about this place? This place is unexplored. This is a first contact mission. How do you even know about this?
You left your transponder signal on. You weren't too hard to follow. We've been sitting in orbit waiting for you to land.
Who's in charge of the transponders?
I'm supposed to turn them off?
No, you're not. But it does mean that if somebody knows that you're heading in a certain direction, knows your ship, they can probably follow you.
It sounds like you targeted us. Like, why us specifically?
He sort of shrugs and like, I ain't got all day. Hand it over, or my boys and girls will start shooting in a second.
You think we can take it?
Out of character, Simon.
Yeah.
Since I've been traveling a lot, do I recognize any of them?
The galaxy's a large place, but you recognize the species and stuff like that. But are you asking if you know any of them individually?
Yeah, essentially, if I've seen them around, and from anywhere, like.
I will let you roll me a history check, because I think the only one that you may know is the troll. The rest are just hired thugs.
14.
So, just to let you know as well, his race is called Ungoth. That's the space trolls. His name is Girth.
Okay.
But you only,
I'm just gonna wing. I'm just gonna wing this now, okay?
You only know him by reputation.
Well, Doris might be in the background here as well, but whatever. From what I hear, what was it? What was his name?
Girth.
From what I've been hearing around the galaxy is that Girth is a pretty reasonable man. Is that you by any chance?
He sort of like, he's still holding his pistol, but he sort of like slings his thumbs into his pockets. That might be me. I'm reasonable, but my boss, if he's kept waiting, he's not all that reasonable.
Well, what if we come to an agreement that you split the loot with us that you get from the your boss?
He sort of looks to his boys, and then his minions, and then looks back to you and like, they try and thin that one first, and half the guns now are pointing at you, Ivran.
No need to get hostile. It's just a question.
Right.
Seems all
I'm
the
going to
work.
start counting. When I hit 5, we'll drop you. Or you can toss that prism over here. How does that sound?
Throw it in the water.
I agree.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
1.
Toss it over.
What? In the water?
2.
Roll it along the bridge for him to step out. Pick it up himself.
Okay, I will. I'll roll it to about... there-ish.
Do me a dex roll, please. Sleight of hand, sorry. Which is still dexterity, isn't it? But you get... Okay. So it plinks onto the floor and drops exactly where you want it to be. So can you just mark on the map where you want it to be? Okay. So Bo nudges the one right directly next to him that's in this like a power suit. That is an Unami, which is an aquatic race. So throwing it in the water would have done you nothing. It plods along in his little suit. All the guns are still aimed at you, and it lowers down to pick it out of the water and inspect it. It then like slowly starts backing up towards its employer. He hands it over to Bo, who inspects it, and with a big toothy grin, much obliged. And he slides it into his pocket. Right, let's get out of here.
Wait, before you do, what do you know of the prism? Just for note taking.
Look, little lady, I've been given a job. I don't know anything about this prism. All I know is my boss wants it, and what he wants, he gets.
Who is your boss?
As he finishes that, one of the little goblin creatures like shuffles over to him like, why are we leaving these guys alive? We should be dropping them all. No witnesses, no witnesses. Bo takes out a pistol and holds it to the goblin's head. Like, we got told no killing, alright? Leave it, or I will drop you. The goblin sort of like shrinks away. Sorry, Ray, what were you going to say? What did you say?
I was asking, who is your boss?
He...
Do they use a wheelchair?
That's a very odd question. He does use powered apparatus to move about. That's all I'm telling you. No. Leave it. And he turns around and starts walking off. The rest of them...
Wait, he? Sorry.
Yeah, he. The rest of them, they've still got the guns pointing at you, but they slowly start backing out the room.
Listen to your boss, guys. Move along.
Whoop. Oh no, they've all disappeared. They slowly funnel out the room and up the stairs.
I really like that prism.
That's just a shiny rock anyway. We're still gonna get paid with or without it.
I wouldn't be too certain if it's just a shiny rock.
I
If they
think
wanted
it's
it-
very much a shiny rock. It was very shiny. It's a rock.
If they wanted it so badly, it could be used for something. It was in an ancient temple, after all.
So were those jars of dirt or whatever back there?
Dust.
Yeah.
Every time somebody says space, all I can picture is Tim Curry.
Spice.
Spice!
No capitalism for me.
I'm going to go to the only place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Spice! Hi,
Such a bad
welcome,
game.
welcome to such an awesome game. Welcome to not Dead Man's Jan, Requiem with a Void, where we speak about topical discussions like hot tub streams and capitalism. And our trolls are Cockney.
Woo. Well, we definitely need to report this.
Indeed.
Is it not strange that they have the same rule as us?
No killing.
Yeah, it just seems oddly specific.
So
And it also,
I was going to make a bit of a joke. He was literally going to drop that goblin and then go, no killing. No more killing.
it is a bit odd that they would use a wheelchair as well, or a apparatus to move.
But that could be anything.
Yeah, it said he, but perhaps that lady knows as well.
Does she have a twin? That's a brother?
Are you on about,
Maybe it's the
are you on
same
about
person.
Jin?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we could talk to Jin and see what happens. Perhaps there's some sort of database on people who uses them.
Well, either way, we're gonna have to give a report of what happened. We'll just include it in that.
Obviously, yeah.
So, I think that's pretty much it in here. I don't think we saw anything else in that room. We may as well head back up. Or do you want to give them more time to get out of here?
No, let's just go back up.
Hopefully they might have gotten trapped somewhere on the road back.
Yeah.
Some of them might have been skewered.
I mean, those saw blades, huge.
Alright, so if you want to keep moving your counters.
Let's go, guys.
So, you know, I'm just going to get you to the top of the temple. Essentially, as you're heading back out, funnily enough, you get to those saw blades that you didn't trigger. It has been triggered, and there's one of those goblins in half.
Serves him right.
They've taken his equipment, but they've left him because obviously he's dead.
So much for teamwork.
Going the way that you've already gone before, you pretty much get out the temple pretty easy. The mechanism that Kren found earlier on does take the lift back up. As you reach the top and start walking down the stairs, a ship takes off nearby. It is Kato in design, and it is a short-range interceptor. Well, short-range dropship, should I say. Kren, Kren would be familiar with it, because it is a military vessel.
Does it have guns, Gwen?
Does it?
Yes, it is a military dropship, so it does have guns.
Okay. It's also a dropship, so it probably came from like a mothership.
Do I notice anything interesting about the ship? Any, like, iconic patternings on it? Or
So it is black and red, but like red is done in streaks. It is not military colours, so it seems to be a repurposed ship. But that's pretty much all you'll be able to tell from this distance without getting closer to it, which you can't because it's currently leaving the atmosphere.
Maybe if when we get out into the stars, we'll be able to run a scan, maybe see where it's going.
So essentially, if you think about, heart rate monitor where it goes, and then there's like the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys.
yeah.
Essentially, that is sprayed red down the side of the ship, but the rest of the ship is black.
Okay, thank you.
So it's a pretty distinctive mark, and you might be able to find, if you spotted it again, you'd be able to identify it.
Okay, sorry, I was just making a note.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
Well, let's get back to the ship and see if we can scan them, find out anything more. Or do you want to keep a look around on this island?
That's the thing. We can either head back and report this, whatever this was about Bo or whatever his name is, or we can just keep surveying this planet. Maybe we'll find another temple or something else on here.
Is there no way we can send a message from the planet to them directly?
Because of the... No, I'm going to say no. You don't. Your ship is not fitted with long-range communications.
Okay.
Just because that would completely negate the need for you to go back to Daedalus.
Fair, yeah. So, it's up to you, Slot. What do you...
So back to the ship. Rest up. And do a full scan of the planet to see if we can find something else.
Sounds good to me. Either way, the ship's where we're heading right now.
I would recommend going into orbit and doing a full scan.
Okay.
Out of character, as I voted for. Before I became a lizard lover.
So it's past now. Do you want to know something that would happen if you'd done a full scan?
Sure.
You would have detected them in orbit.
So would we have known they were there?
Yeah, they
Oh
were
no.
they were orbiting the moon, like trying to hide behind the moon to stop them. But if you spent 24 hours surveying, you would have found them.
I thought it didn't have any moons.
Yeah, I thought there were no moons.
Oh, other side of the planet. All right.
Okay.
Come on, Kane.
I thought I was just gonna let it slide and let Simon says that there were a moon. But yeah, okay. You guys called him out.
Sorry, I'm an avid note taker.
Yeah, same.
Back to the ship we go then, Simon.
I don't want to play anymore.
Before we board the ship, have they been on our ship?
No, they have not.
Thank God.
But that would be rude.
Literally, what happened was they waited for you to go into the temple, landed, and followed you in.
Yeah. Also, on a side note, rude. They pointed guns at us and stole the thing we found.
Yep.
I think their whole being and working, in quotation marks, is just rude.
I do want to get that gem back at some point.
Okay, so we'll go to the ship map.
Yes.
So,
Cool.
Are you taking off into orbit? Because that's the only way you can do a full scan.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do that and then we can rest while it's scanning.
Right. Kren. Do me a dexterity check. We'll sort out your tokens another time.
Yep.
It's a 14.
Okay. The ship rattles a bit while you take off, but you make it into... Oh, can you stop moving your token, please? You take off into orbit without any hiccups, and you settle into a stable orbit. I will let you guys roleplay the next 24 hours while I quickly go do something.
Okay.
So, I guess we're doing that long scan after all.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like I told you guys about this, that we needed a full scan.
We took a vote. Everyone else wanted to head straight down.
Yeah, and who was correct? Maybe we could have spotted them with the full scan.
Well, if we do it now, we might still be able to get some more information if they haven't gone too far.
Yep. Let's see what we can do.
They weren't willing to tell us anything when we're standing right in front of them. Why would they tell us when they're on a ship?
No, not
Well-
trying to contact them, just trying to see if we can identify more of the ship or anything. See who it's working for.
Sounds about right. Are you guys fine up here? I need to go and lie down.
Well, we're in orbit, and it's just gonna scan by itself for the most part. And I
Yeah.
do need to lie down as well. The temple kicked my ass.
Gentai, are you good to sit here by yourself then?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on things.
Give us a holler or something like that if something goes wrong. I'm gonna go meditate.
Okay.
It'll mostly take care of itself. You just have to keep an eye on the scan. That's pretty much it.
Okay, I'll just take a short rest or another long rest when you come back.
I'll be back in a couple of hours. Don't worry.
Okie dokie.
Out of character, I get a long rest with meditation. That's 4 hours, so I can get back. if anyone doesn't have anything else to do,
I'm taking my full 8-hour long rest.
I want to go sit in the cockpit.
I have returned. Are you going to press any buttons in the cockpit?
No, but I might curl up on the seat.
is it because Kren warmed it up for you?
Creepy.
It's cozy.
So did I miss
Just be
anything?
careful. We've done a long scan. Kren's gone for a long rest. Ivan's gone for a meditation. And that's it so far.
So you set off the long scan, but nobody sat there monitoring it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sat
10
there.
tires.
10 tight. Okay. As the report comes in, essentially it starts showing off the geographical layout of the planet. As I said, it's very flat. There's a number of small lakes, rivers, rainforests. As it completes, of course, it turns around and says that the air is breathable, it's non-hazardous. Local wildlife varies from lizards, a couple of birds, insects. Get back in your cabin, Ivaran. I've completely lost my train of thought again.
Birds, insects.
Yeah, that won't help me. There are no other structures on the planet, there's just the one.
Oh, looks like we investigated the only structure. So, I guess that's lucky. Hey, Marana?
I'm dozing off. I'm not really paying that much attention, sorry.
In game or
Okay.
in real life?
In game. In real life, I'm trying to eat some birthday cake.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm gonna wander in the cockpit and be like, "Are we done yet?"
Well, it looks like there's only that one structure, but I'm trying to. Sorry, out of character. Did I notice anything about the other ship? Like, has it gone too far, or?
They literally jumped before you reached atmosphere.
Alright, okay.
There is a number of energy readings, but that is literally from them being in a holding pattern above where you are. There is nothing telling. You don't know their transponder, you don't know which way they've gone, and you can't track them.
It looks like them guys are long gone by now.
Looks like we have nothing left to do here then.
No, I'll just stay here until Kren or Ivan come back, and then I'll go and have a little rest myself.
I'm gonna go find something to do. And on this thing, that's 0, so yay.
You can cook stuff in the galley.
Oh, you could check if the flowers need watering.
Out of
Yay.
our character, Tyne, if you're still in the chat, get a D100 ready, please. So, are you just all slumming it until the scan's done?
Yeah, I'm taking my full rest so I can heal up some more.
Okay. So all of you mark down as taking a long rest because you'll like take shifts and all that. Is there anything else you'd like to do on this planet?
Exterminatus.
I was just thinking you cannot nuke it from orbit.
Oh.
You don't have nukes. although there is something that you do need to do before you head off, and I wasn't going to remind you, but it'll be nice.
Need to set the
We
buoy.
need to
Boy.
thing.
Yep.
That's something I could do. I'm gonna go do it.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
do you want me to talk you through what you need to do?
Yes.
So you need to first get the information from the ship's computer onto your data gauntlet, which just say you're doing it and it's done.
I'm doing it.
You then now need to go put that information into one of the buoys.
I'm gonna do that. Put it in one of them boys.
But the next bit, I'm going to tell you what you need to do, but I'm not going to tell you how you do it. Once the information's in the buoy, you need to deposit it off the ship.
Right. What I'm gonna do right is
Preferably without a party wipe.
I'm gonna get an adult. That being Kren.
Just to let you know that there are controls in the main hallway to open the cargo bay door.
Well, my thinking was I'm gonna make sure everything I don't care about, I do care about, is strapped down. I'm gonna seal the door, and then I'm gonna open the cargo bay door from the inside.
Okay.
But I was going to ask Kren if
Um,
that's a bad idea or not.
I did hear my name. As long as everything is strapped down in the cargo hold and won't get sucked out as well, everything's nice and secure, it should be alright. As long as no one's living in there.
Do you want to press the button so it's your fault if it all goes wrong?
I suppose. I mean, it's your idea. You not got the stones to go through with it.
I just don't want Ivan shouting at me.
Oh, that don't bother me.
If you already put everything out there, because I was just about to slam the button.
So,
I hit the button that opens the cargo bay doors.
have you actually been in and uploaded the information to the buoy?
You said, if I said I'd do it, then
Okay.
it'd be done.
I just went out. I thought you were going to move your counter in. That was all. Okay. So you've done it. That's all you've done though. You've uploaded the data to the buoy.
And then I strapped everything that didn't need to go into space down.
And shut the door, right?
Not that dumb.
I need you to be a bit more specific. I need you to say what I need you to say.
I'm going to strap everything that's not the buoy down.
There are 6 buoys in there.
Okay, the one I put the data into is the one that's not strapped down. Everything else in the room.
Literally, you've turned off the magnetic seal, holding it to the deck.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Alright. And the door's closed. Alright, you know what?
Say yes, Rhea.
Yes.
So, there's a one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Can you please tell me which one you've uploaded the data to?
That one.
Thank you. So I really wanted you to say one behind, and that would have been hilarious. Oh, stop. Stupid roll 20. So the doors slowly open up, and you hear there's like a little bit of a clatter, but actually wait, this is a vacuum of space. You won't hear anything. The buoy ejects itself out of the back of the cargo hold and into space, and then as soon as it's free of the ship, the system on the ship lights up as there is a signal as the buoy is activated, is displaying the Kren and the crew of the Epyon and all the information of the planet. If you're still at your station, Tentai, it is currently flashing. The name is flashing. I will let you name the planet.
Ooh, what do you want to name the planet, people?
Riotopia.
Lizard.
Anyone else?
Morana was going to say something. What were you going to say?
Lizard spitted. Lizard spitted.
Lizard spitted. Quite like that.
Oh, Gary, did you want to spell that?
Lizard. And then spell it again, but take the L off and put SP at the front. Lizard spizzard.
Okay.
Anyone else got suggestions? Or I'll be entering that in.
I mean, it's accurate.
How about Tokage?
Fukagi?
If it matters, the chat says lizards, wizards.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go for lizard spizzards. If everyone else is happy.
Everybody else happy.
I mean, you're the one in control. You get to choose, I guess.
That's not how a captain would speak.
Good thing I'm not the captain.
The captain's still trying to sleep. I don't know if we're going to be coming back to the planet at all. Name it whatever you like.
Lizard spizzards it is then.
There just seems to be a gif of somebody opening up their butt cheeks.
Ew. Okay, maybe I...
No, I'm joking. I'm just thinking what other people would name a planet, especially in our current generation.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to do now that you have completed your mission at UA 779?
Let Cran get some sleep so he can fly us back.
It's been 24 hours for the scan to go.
Get your ass out
cool.
of bed, Cred.
I'm old, leave me alone.
After a nice amount of sleep, I kick Moran out of my chair.
I will give you glares as I go back to my chair.
You've got your own, you already clawed it. Don't claw mine. Alright, is everyone thinking we head back to Daedalus? Let them know what went down over here.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I fully agree with that as well.
Rhea, take a seat.
I was going to say
Thank you.
That's a table. Tiny.
That's the thing.
Tiny. Do it. Okay. You turn the ship around and aim it towards the coordinates of Daedalus Station. And then let's see what Tiny graces you with.
I find it quite funny that you let the illiterate one of the group name the planet.
Cute name. It did have a lot of lizard features as well, like a lizard temple.
It was very prominent iconography, I do agree.
Do you think the lizard made the temple? That would be funny.
I don't think so.
I don't think they had hands.
They had claws.
Yeah,
Lot
I
of
have
feet.
claws.
So the ship begins to rattle a little bit again, and the engines roar to life as you head off at high speed towards Daedalus. Again, it's a couple of hours trip, Daedalus isn't too far away from this planet. It's a system over, essentially. You emerge thinking that you will be a couple of miles away from Daedalus Station, ready to begin docking. You're not. You are outside the system again.
God damn it.
Maybe it's a safety feature?
Yeah, we'll talk to the engineers about this. This needs to be fixed.
We'll talk to a nice one.
Yeah, not the goat man. Sorry, I can't remember his name, Simon.
Baal.
Or species.
Baal. You
Baal,
you did not find out his name. You just insulted him.
I meant, like, as name, I meant the species name.
Baal.
Yep. Got it. Written it down 3 times now.
So when you say we're outside the system, you mean we've only jumped a tiny bit, like when we first came here, to like that exact
You
same
are
spot?
outside of the system containing Talion and Daedalus.
Okay. Yeah, we're really gonna have to sort this out. This is getting rather inconvenient.
Yeah. Imagine if we're on a mission that is time sensitive.
I know, right? Well, hey, maybe we'll get a mission where we have to land outside of the system, and it'll just come in real handy.
Always looking on the bright side, aren't you, Crane?
Yeah, I kind of nearly killed myself today. So, let's get back to the station.
Agreed.
You target the ship towards Daedalus and head in. It takes you about an hour because you can't risk another jump because you're you're just outside the system essentially. And
Yeah.
it would take too long to decelerate. So you're travelling at sublight speeds towards Daedalus Station. As you approach Daedalus Station, there is a long, thin ship docked with Daedalus, but at the upper docking ring. All of you roll me a history check, please. Morana, as you haven't seen much of the universe, I'm going to say don't roll a history check.
Makes sense.
A natural 20.
And I got a 16.
A natural 20.
15.
15.
So, all of you recognise it as an Asina ship. Also, Kren, you get a good fortune card. This card may be handed to the GM at any time for the following benefit. Automatically succeed on an attack roll.
Nice. Thank you.
I'll take a picture of it and send it in the group chat as well, just so you have a. But yes, it is long and thin, essentially like a dagger. Then it's got like a number of like turrets along the side, that rotating turrets. It is a ship of war, but it is an Asina ship. Asina are space werewolves. But yeah, it is docked at the upper docking thing. And if you remember what Jin said last time, it's not a good place to dock because the refugees on it try and swarm any ship that does.
It seems like a bit of an oversight for whoever directed them to that dock.
As you approach Tentai, the comm channel lights up again.
I got something coming through. Bringing it through now.
Epyon on approach. Providing docking coordinates. Please follow as instructed.
Something through to Kren.
Thank you kindly.
Again, it's taking you to the same cargo bay you're at before, or docking bay that you're at before. If you would like to dock, Kren, I would ask you to roll me a Dexterity check, please, as you slowly maneuver the Epyon into a cargo hangar that is not the right size for your ship.
Will be a lot smoother this time, no scraping.
Perhaps we should ask for a bigger one, just so it's a bit easier.
An 11.
You are that mindful of not scraping the left-hand side like you did last time, that you scrape the right-hand side.
God damn it!
Yeah, we should actually ask them for a bigger door or something like that.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this isn't my fault at all.
Whatever the
Exactly,
float
they give us.
ship, Captain.
They just gave us a space too small. But at least we won't get rushed if we're upstairs. Or like we would if we were up where the other ship was.
That's true. There's a give and a take to it, I understand. Alright, I think we're all settled in now. Y'all can wander and disembark when you're ready.
Are you heading into the station?
Yeah?
Yep, once I unfurl myself after that slightly rocky landing again. Or docking.
Why is there only the three of you over there? Unless the rest of you just moved your counters. Yeah, the rest of you moved your counters. Again, essentially, you exit the ship into the cargo bay and then into this like storage room. There's not as many people working at this time. The lights seem to be working fine. As you walk through, there's a blip from the alarm, but then it automatically turns itself off, so it doesn't go off like it did last time.
Hey, fixed it.
There's about 3 people, and they're gathered around a small screen in the corner, and they seem to be like nudging each other with like excited glee as they watch this small screen. But there's nobody else in there.
They must have installed an automatic hitting device. I wonder what they are doing.
I want to bound over and see.
As you bound over and you peer over, they don't really like notice you approach. Obviously, they know the door's open and you guys have walked in, but they're too distracted by this thing. On the screen, Morana, you can see essentially it looks like a arena with walls high and then like chain link fences, and there's 2 machines, robots, inside that are currently beating the living daylights out of each other. It's like some sort of gladiatorial combat.
Hey guys, come see this!
What is
What?
it?
Of the 3 people out there, there is the foreman that you briefly met last time, who was asking you not to start things with the Baal, who is a Terran. There is another Terran, and then there is a insectoid creature with them called a Chrysis. It's essentially a multi-armed insect creature.
I turn to the foreman and go, "Got it fixed, Essie?"
Yeah. If you want to go through, I think the commissar's expecting you.
Yeah, we really should.
Are we who we talked to talk about fixing up the ship for something? We've got some issues.
Yeah. Just, can it wait until this is finished, please? I've got some money riding on it.
Yeah, we'll get back to you after we speak with the commissar.
Sure.
Alright, well.
The commissar as well. Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Eventually she will, well, I think she'll just order us to go back and talk to him. Maybe he's ready then or something. And when I say ready, Ivan just rolled his eyes.
Let's go talk to the commissar. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's go.
Now remember, she's a she.
I know now you pointed it out.
She's not wrong though.
Are you all heading towards the commissar office?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted one of you. Okay. So literally, you enter into this room here, which is like has the elevator that goes up to the commissar office. There's a couple of people stood around checking statistics on like screens and things like that, but nothing really to see in here. Commissar office. Do you want to all like move yourselves up there? And I'm going to try and make that bigger so you can all fit in the room. The doors open as you get there, and like the guy said, the commissar is sat in a wheelchair waiting for you.
Hello.
Good to see you all made it back.
Yes, back in one piece.
Do you have anything to report? Before you say anything, outside the window there is the crowd of people that were there last time. They are still there, but they are currently stood up, and there seems to be quite a lot of ruckus out the window.
Yeah, but first, is that ship coming to take them away?
No. It has brought a colleague of mine, but the idiots docked at the upper docking ring, causing quite a commotion. Until they found that it was an Asina ship. They don't take kindly to refugees.
Oh. Oh no.
They quickly stopped attempting to board once they found out it was Asina. But as you can
No
tell, they are still quite uppity.
No casualties then.
Casualties. Are you expecting the Asina to start killing randomly in non-wartime situations?
Well, if they weren't expecting them, they could have got quite the spook. You know how jumpy some people can be.
Did you hear that, Commissar? It seems the little lady doesn't think kindly of your people. And with that, one of the doors to the other offices opposite opens, and there is a tall lupine creature stood in the doorway. Its head's bowed just enough so it can get underneath the door frame and out. This thing's about 9 foot tall.
That's not what I meant.
The creature, the Asina, has a scar from its left cheek running down its throat and across its chest. It's got several other marks and scars across it. It's walking with it. Can I finish, please? Because this is quite important. It has a limp, and you can hear its heavy, weighted, and quite wet breaths as like a dog panting, essentially, but its mouth closed. Allow me to introduce Commissar Geist.
Oh my god!
So sorry, it's not what I meant. It's just, war can take a toll on the psyche. What happens if they had a flashback?
Geist just sort of snorts. And Jin continues. We jest, although Asinas are not known for their capacity for comedy. But my colleague here brings a new mission for you. once you have reported on your last.
I named the planet.
Guy sort of looks at you and sniffs the air, and then sort of like curls his lip a little bit.
I'll quickly and gently step on Kren's foot just to like almost hint to get me out of the hole I've dug.
Right. So the mission had some ups and downs, not gonna lie. That ship navigation computer's totaled, like it kept dropping us outside of systems, so it took us a little longer to get there, so we opted for a shorter scan and headed straight down. Found a temple. Was great. Little hostile with the lizards, hence the name. And we found a prism, but we were interrupted by, I think, Ivoran. I think you know the guy.
I relay the name for the commissar.
You've already forgotten, haven't you?
It was
Bogarth.
something.
Bogarth.
Bogarth, thank you. And I've heard about him before.
Quickly out of character, Morana, you remember you took that lizard leg?
Yeah, but I ate the lizard leg.
Well, that's literally what I'm asking you. But
Okay.
did you eat it there and then before you went into the temple, or did you put it in your bag and took it back to the ship and ate it?
I ate it on. I think I ate it on the way to the temple.
But you
Yeah.
got it at the temple?
It
Yeah,
was
we got
'cause
it
we went back.
outside, and I started gnawing on it because I didn't get it straight away. We went back to the temple to rest, and then I came back and chopped a leg off and ate it on the way up the steps.
It's not how I remember it, but okay. I was literally wanting to know if you ever put it in a bag on your person.
No.
Okay. Carry on.
So, yeah, this Bogarth guy showed up with a bunch of cronies, guns pointed at us, heavily outnumbered, so we just handed over the shiny rock thing.
It was a purple prism. When we found it, it was floating and rotating, not too sure on how. If you want to take a look at my notes.
Shin is currently typing away on like a computer in front of you, and is like, I would be happy to. Did you scan this item?
We attempted to.
I wish to see the readings.
Rhea, if you'd be so kind as to show the results you got.
Can I do the whole, like, just send it from my gauntlet thing?
Yeah. Interesting. Bogarth is a known felon. I will look further into his current location. But in the meantime, this information that you've given me is substantial, to say the least. I will organize payment immediately for your services. As I said, Geist has a new mission for you.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I found these gauntlet thingies. Don't know what they do. Do you guys have like a good scanner or something?
Take them to the head engineer. He should be able to do a full scan of them.
Cool.
She starts typing on the pad again. You said there was something wrong with your ship as well.
Oh yeah, real bad. So when we're making our jumps, it's putting us outside the system. It's not taking us directly to the coordinates, it's dropping us outside. So it's adding some travel time, which is a little inconvenient if we're ever on time-sensitive missions.
We also don't have any first aid kit. It's just an empty box.
Yeah, that one too.
Interesting. My engineers should have seen to that. I will relay this information to the head of engineer. He shall be expecting you.
This is the Terran.
Yes.
Is it okay if we take it? Well, talk to him.
That is where I'm sending you to after this, yes.
Thank you very much, Commissar.
Unfortunately, I will relay the information of this next mission. My colleague struggles with communication. There is a planet known as Seren. There is a colony and a trading outpost upon this planet. It is currently experiencing bouts of hysteria and violence. You are to investigate why and find the source. I would highly recommend that you wear the respirators that you have been provided with, in case it is an airborne contagion.
Of course. Sounds like a good idea.
Once you have found the source, return and report to ourselves, and we will take it from there. However, if it is something as simple as the locals eating mushrooms that they shouldn't be, I expect you to use your discretion.
Oh yeah, let's murder some mushrooms.
We'll go and have a look.
Is that acceptable, Geist? And Geist sort of like... He's still stood outside of the room that you guys are in, and he sort of like lowers his head and like pops it in. Yes!
Well, alright. Don't you worry, we'll have it done in a jiffy. And hopefully we won't run into any third parties this time. You guys got anything you want to ask?
Nope.
Oh, I think we're
No,
good.
thank you. I gently sort of curtsy to Geist just because of how much I messed up before.
So currently Geist is sort of like... Imagine the door frame. He's currently got both his hands on either side of the door frame, like the top of it, and he's currently got his head sort of like ducked underneath the door frame into the office. But there would be enough room for Tentai to get past, but the rest of you would sort of like have to awkwardly duck underneath his arms. He's also, although he is, you can see the scar and everything, he's got like metal pauldrons on, and then like a vest which seems to be like body armor of sorts, but it's open enough for you to see his vest. And he's wearing like various other bits and pieces, but like I say, he is currently heavily scarred and limping. He's wounded, but it's healed and left lasting effects. Similar to Jin, the medical technology currently exists in order to not have him like this.
Out of character.
Yeah.
So they both do this then, to make them look, in quotation marks, cool.
Or it's a pride thing.
Yeah.
Out of
For
character.
Geist, I would say pride.
Oh yes, Geist. It is a pride thing. Out of character. Jin has a reasons for doing it as well.
Well, alright, obviously they didn't build this place with you in mind, huh, fella? Can I just squeeze past you there, please?
He's sort of like, there's a guttural, and he moves out of the way for you.
That's very kind of you. It's been a pleasure, commissars. As always.
Thank you kindly, commissars. Pardon me. Then I try to squeeze past the Geist.
He's got one hand, like his left hand is still on the one door frame, but he's moved out of the way for you to get past easily.
I quietly whisper, "That's my boy."
Thank you. Kind of do the awkward curtsy leaving thing.
Moana doesn't say anything. She's just sort of looking at Geist with her mouth open, like, oh, and walks away.
As you do walk past, he sniffs the air around you again. And then looks to
Looks like it's
Jin. So you're on the way to see the chief engineer, who is currently in the cargo bay watching that on the screen, whatever it was. We will call it there because it is coming up 10 o'clock.
Okie dokie.
So, any questions before I start doing some lore exploration? Chat and yourselves?
Geist!
Sci-fi Geist.
Sci-fi Geist indeed.
So Geist is a character from our last D&D session in which Andreas and Jerry and Tyne were a part of. And so he's been brought into the sci-fi reality.
And communicates even less now.
Yeah, to be honest, he's got a wound across his throat, so that's why he's struggling to speak.
To be fair though, if a Wolverine or Space Wolf or whatever we're gonna call it says carrion, I'm just gonna lose it.
So I'll literally tell you this because it's something that you might have picked up on your travels. So the Asina way of life is essentially their entire philosophy is if you're dead, you're weak. A number of the Asina will turn around and go, well, I'm just going to keep getting my body modified so I can keep fighting for as long as possible and keep myself alive for as long as possible. So they take cybernetics, they stimulants, stuff like that to keep them going. There is a Puritan group within the Asina that literally go, if you need something to keep yourself fighting, might as well just be dead. Geist is one of those Puritans. So literally, he has been through the war. He's literally fucked. But he keeps fighting.
That
This
is
guy.
my boy.
Sorry, what was the... Was that you, Cherry, or was that Sammy?
I was just saying, tough guy.
Yeah. So a little bit of lore as well while we're going through. Goblinoids, goblins, you'll come across a lot of them. You'll come across civilized ones in quotation air marks, and then you'll come across a lot of tribalistic ones on various planets. They like to think that's because they had a massive empire back in the day, and it sort of fell apart, and like a load of them got scattered across the galaxy. That's not the case at all. They literally got enslaved, taken to planets, dumped on planets to be workers, and then they turned out to be more trouble than they're worth. So the people who enslaved them just went, yeah, no, you're staying there, just get away from us. So that'll explain why you come across a lot of goblins that have of various technology levels. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, Dragonborn in this reality, they have singular names. So Jin's full name is Jin.
Right.
The reason for that is their crests on their forehead is their family bloodline. So you can identify a family by their crest on their head.
Ah, that's cool.
And people adopted into families usually have like their crests altered, either through tattoos or genetic manipulation, just so they become part of the family. Any other questions, guys?
I'm assuming that prismatic shard's going to become quite a staple in the story.
I can't remember if I mentioned this before. I might not have. Would you like me to spoil it, or should I leave it?
Leave it.
Leave it. I will say this. It's not the only one you're going to come across.
Oh, more shinies.
But yeah, they are quite important. Anything else, guys, or chat? Any questions?
I think I'm good. I think I got everything wrote down.
Did we level up?
You know what? Yes, you can all go to level 2.
Cool.
Yay, Kren won't die as fast now.
Yeah, I feel like you.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Walks onto another trap and gets
He makes
thrown.
stupid decisions.
I still can't believe you've gone the other way. But yeah, hopefully next week we'll be going to see the engineer. You'll be getting your ship repaired, your medical supplies refilled, and then you'll be off to your next one. Before we do go, as you're leaving the office, Kren, your gauntlet pings 800 credits.
Ooh, nice. I will divide that. Hold on.
Yeah.
160, I think.
Or 100 each and 300 into a pool for the ship.
Yeah. But yeah, 160 each.
I was gonna say that as well.
Okay.
100 to each of us, and then pool up, because we're at a space station right now where we get free repairs and stuff. But imagine if we come to another place where we actually have to pay for it.
And down the line, you might come across a ship you want to buy.
Yep.
Okie dokie, then everyone gets 100.
Okay.
Anything else? I'm trying to think if there's anything. No, I think we've covered everything. Obviously, oh god, what does that name the planet that you're going to next? Severin?
Saren.
Right, I will make a note of that myself because Saren. So essentially, it's a colony with a trading outpost attached onto the side, and it will literally. Do you know what? Do you want to all do me a history check now before we finish, just so if you know anything about the planet?
That 5 I rolled was for my HP.
Okay.
I've rolled a nat 20.
So you get a card as well. Good thing we're doing it now. Okay. This card may be handed to the GM at any time for the following benefit: advantage on a skill or attack roll.
Woohoo!
Again, I'll take a picture of it. So Kren got a. Was that a
5?
5?
That 5 was my history check.
Ray got a 15. Ivan got a 20. Tentai, are you going to roll, or are you?
Yep, I got a 20.
I think Sammy has dropped out of Discord, but that's alright.
I'm back in now.
alright.
But do I still not do history? Because
You know what? I will let you do one because you may have picked something up from the people trapped on Talion.
okay. I have -1, so 2.
You know nothing. So I'm going to say Tentai and Ivaran. You do, but the rest of you, unfortunately, it's a planet you've heard of, but you don't know much about it. It is a Kato planet originally, so there's going to be a lot of Kato there. It has been in dispute with Terrans in the past, but as a compromise, the settlement itself is Kato, the trading post is Terran. And it's essentially
Right.
it's a stopping point for ships trying to like offload materials. Okie doke. So that will be next session when we go to Seren. And hope you all look forward to that.
Definitely.
Yeah, hopefully the ship gets us there and not the edge of the system.
Right.
Yeah, Ty, get your D100 ready again. Essentially, she's rolling on a table, and I won't tell you the results or anything, but yeah, they can be very bad.
Yay.
But thank you, everybody, and hope you all enjoyed it. And
Yeah,
Yes. I
it's
did.
great fun.
I am happy that you managed to get back here. I actually wanted to end the session with Geist appearing and just end it there, but I thought we had another 30 minutes, well, another 20 minutes or so we kept going.
Oh my god, if you ended on that cliffhanger and said Commissar Geist, I would have lost it. Absolutely lost it, Simon.
But yeah, he's back. Bogirth, obviously, he's got away, and I'm sure you'll want to try and have words with him again, but with more favourable conditions. But
Yeah.
So there is something I would like you to do, and Paul already knows about this because we were speaking about it the other day. For next session, I would like you all to pick something that your character would be scared of. Like a fear.
Sheep.
If you could all send it to me, like, privately, so I know, but you guys don't know each other's fears. And we're gonna have a little
Right, okay.
We're gonna have a little bit of fun with that. But if nobody has any other questions or wants to ask anything, I think we'll call it there.
Thank you very much, Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone else.
Well, good.
Thank you, chat, for hanging about.
Thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you guys for taking your deliberate time through that temple.
Thank you.
Right, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.